in this example, that will be example 5, I believe. Okay. Graph the curve given by x equals y to the fourth minus 3y squared using parametric equation. My intent was to do it on the graphing calculator, which I have it available to you, but I have it available to me now, but because we are short on time, I'm going to use the graph program, if you don't mind. But where do we start with it? Okay, to set it up, there is a rule. If you have y given as a function of x, then go ahead and substitute x, let x equal t. If you have x being a function of y, then go ahead and substitute y as t. So in this case, we're going to let y equals t, and therefore x now in the parametric form of x will be simply t to the fourth minus 3t squared. So again, the advice is, in general, we're going to write the following. If y equals f of x, right, let x equal t, and therefore y going to be a function of t, like so, as well. Okay, if x equal g of y, then let y equals t, and then express x as g of t. So in this case, we have these parametric equations, and now let me show you quickly on the graph how they translate. Okay, so hopefully this sound will stop. Okay, it stopped. So here we go, how we enter, and this is similar to what you're going to do on your graphing calculator. You want to insert function, but you don't want to insert as a standard function. So I'm going to change that to parametric. And what happened is, instead of entering f of x, I have x of t and y of t. This is what happened if you use on your graphing calculator, you change the mode to parametric instead of function. So we let y equals t. Remember, that's what we had. And then x will be t to the fourth minus 3t squared. So that part is very simple. And then we graph it. The standard, the default range is -10 to 10. I'm not going to mess with that. This is how the function look like. One more thing to show you, if you want to evaluate, right? So to evaluate, I can go to calculate and evaluate from here, or use the this particular icon. And I want to evaluate, and you can see that we're evaluating based on t. So where do we start? Start at t equals 0, right? And you cannot see, but the crosshair will be right at the origin. And you can see that x equals 0, y equals 0. So where do we go when x go to 1? And you can see now the crosshair goes to right here. So 2, 1, x equals 2, y equals 1 correspond to 1. What happened when t equals 2? We move on to this point that correspond to x, y equals 4, 2. And of course, the bottom leg will be for negative. So -2 will be the same position at the bottom leg. So this is how you can sketch a graph using rather a complex function. As remember, it's x equal y to the fourth minus 3y squared, but that becomes a very easy curve if you use parametric, if you transform it from Cartesian to parametric equation. And that brings me to the end of the class today.